A very good morning and welcome to this Friday session. You've noticed in the past that the Friday sessions have become a quieter session. Come to sit comfortably. Sit on a support if it's difficult to sit on the floor and see that the trunk is lifted. You are sitting tall yet broad across the chest. Take your arms out to the side. Broaden the chest and lift the shoulders away from the hips. Create a length in the trunk, but can you maintain the lightness of the trunk? Turn the palms to face forward. Turn the palms to face up. Extend the wrists away from each other. Breathing in, raise up your arms. And keep your wrists shoulder width apart. Turn the palms to face forward. Stretch your fingers and stretch your palms to bring energy into the fingers, especially the middle finger. Turn the palms to face each other once again. Join the base of your palm. Release your hands in front of the sternum. Now, very slowly join your palms and then your fingers. Place the thumb on the sternum and the other four fingers away. And focus on your breath. Focusing on the breath does not mean a strain in the breath, but rather just observe the breath. A gentle inhalation and a gentle exhalation. Eyes closed. We'll begin by chanting Om 3 times. Take a slow, deep breath in. Very slowly open your eyes. Release your hands. Interlace the fingers in front of you. Lift the shoulders away from the hips. Rotate at the wrist. Turn the palms away from you. Stretch the palms and stretch the fingers. And now stay there. Find your breath. And take 3 breaths in this pose. Feel the length of the trunk, the broadness of the trunk, and the extension of the arms. Bring your attention once again to your sitting bones and feel the weight of the hips and the weight of the legs holding you down. And gently lift the shoulders away from the hips. Breathing in, raise up your arms. Lift the thumb side, lower the small finger side. As you breathe in, feel the length of the sides of the trunk, the stretch of the armpit, the lift of the elbows, and the lift of the wrist. Feel the gentle stretch of the palms of the fingers. And now focus on the breath. Pencil out the pose, feel the outline of the pose, and become soft on the inside. Yoga asanas have to be done without strain or tension when practiced. Breathing out, release your hands to the side. Place your fingertips on the floor and lift the sides of the body, lift the shoulder blades, and sit tall. Move the navel in slightly, move the abdomen in slightly, and feel the softness in the abdominal area. In this pose, focus on the breath once again. Feel the softness of the abdomen each time you breathe out. Take your right hand behind you in line with the spine, your left hand over the right knee. Breathing in, lift the side of the trunk. And as you breathe out, soften the abdomen to twist. Looking at your right shoulder. Move the left shoulder blade into the body, the right shoulder blade away from you. And find the quietness in the pose. And just observe the breath. Ideally, we will take 3 breaths in the pose. Release your gaze forward. Release your hands and let's change sides. Take your left hand behind you in line with the spine, your right hand over the left knee. Breathing in, lift the side of the tongue. And as you breathe out, soften the abdomen to twist. Move the right shoulder blade into the body, the left shoulder blade away from you. And look over your left shoulder. Once you have established the posture, feel the firmness of the base, the lightness of the trunk, the softness of the abdomen, and release into the twist. Pencil out your pose and just focus on the breath. Forward. Your hands. Place your fingertips in front of the knees. Breathing in, lift the sternum, lift the navel, lift the chin and your cup. Walk your hands forward. Forward and release your palms onto the floor and release the elbows and the forehead. Feel the softness of the abdomen as you release forward. Rest on the palms, look forward once again. Walk your hands back. Your hands back. Place your hands behind your hips and straighten your hips. See that the feet are hip width apart, toes facing up, heels away from you, toes towards you. Breathing in, raise up the arms, upper arms in line with the ear. Extend the wrists away from the hip. Extend the heels away from the hip, creating a length both horizontally and vertically. Feel that line running from your hip to the heel and from your hip to the middle finger. Can you gently lengthen those lines? And now focus on the breath. Breathe out, release your hands and fold your legs in forward Asana. Join the soles of your feet, but can you do it a little more mindfully? Join your heels first, then the balls of the feet, and feel all 5 toes of each foot gently pressing each other. At the same time, release your knees, soften the abdomen, and lift the trunk. Feel the connection of both the right side and the left side of your foot. Take your arms out to the side. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in and raise up the arms. Stay in Urvastasana. If not, if you can manage, join your base of the palms. Spread your palms, spread your fingers, and lift the middle finger away. Feel a straight line running from the spine all the way through the crown of the head, meeting the middle finger. Besides the chakras that we have in our body, we have 3 energy centers above our head. Feel that straight line and feel the energy above your head, between your head and your palms. Soften and find your breath again. Straighten out the legs, wide spread for Upavishta Konasana. Thighs facing up, feet facing up. Interlace your fingers the other way, rotate at the wrist, turn the palms away from you. Breathe in and a full stretch up. Soften the abdomen, stretch the armpit, lift the wrists, stretch the palms. Can you stretch your feet and your palms? Feel the straight line running from your hips to your heel and from your hips to your wrist. Can you lengthen those lines and feel the softness in the abdomen? Close your eyes and just focus on the breath. Breathing out, release your hands. Fold your legs in and come to stand. Stand with your feet hip width apart. See that the outer edges of your feet are parallel to each other. Push your thighs back to lock the legs and lift your hip away from your heels. Lift the shoulders away from the hip. Take your arms out to the side and turn the palms to face forward. Turn the palms to face up. Breathe in and raise up your arms. Up arms in line with the ear. Spread your feet. Push your thighs back. Open the backs of the knees. Move the abdomen in. Move the floating rib in. Stretch the armpit. Stretch the elbows. Stretch your fingers. Can you connect the heel of the right leg to the fingers of the right arm? Can you connect the... Can you extend both those lines up towards the ceiling? And your feet. Now feel the energy running all the way up your legs, up the trunk, through the armpit, into the arms, and into the fingers. Now as you breathe out, release your breath. Release your hands. And bring your eyes. Set the feet apart. Once again, raise up your arms. Press your feet down. Feel the energy in the palms and the fingers. There's a softness in the abdomen and a softness in the face. Turn the palms to face forward. Turn the palms to face up. Breathing in, raise up the arms, our palms in line with the ear. Feel the energy running up the legs, into the hips, from the hips up the trunk, into the elbows and the wrists. Your hands into your hips. Roll the shoulders back so that your elbows are facing each other. Press your feet down. Push your thighs back. Soften the abdomen. Breathing in. Lift the navel away from the floor. Lift the sternum away from the navel and gently lift. As you breathe out, release the chin to the chest. And maintain it there, feeling the length of the cervical spine. And feel the upper trapezius muscles rolling down the back. And take your arms out to the side. Feel the extension from the sternum to the wrist. And turn your right leg out, turn your left leg in. Breathing in, lift the sides of the trunk. And as you breathe out, keeping the arms spread, press your feet down and take Utthita Trikonasana on the right. Soften the abdomen and feel the extension of the arms. Press your feet down, feel the energy running up the legs, horizontally across the spine, and from the sternum extending to both your wrists and your fingers. few breaths in the pose. Breathe in to come up. Your feet where they are, extend the arms out once again. Feel the spread of the arms and the strength of the legs as you bend the front leg and descend into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior Pose 2. Keep the spine erect, keep the side of the trunk erect, and look past the middle finger of the front hand. Breathing in, breathe out and descend the hips a little more. Pause, find your breath. Breathing out, release your elbow onto the knee and extend into Utthita Parsvakonasana. Feel a straight line from the heel of the back leg to the fingertips of the top hand. Breathing out, release the thigh forward, rotate the trunk, and take a few breaths. Breathe in to come up. Turn your right leg over to the left side. Turn your left leg out to 90 degrees. Hip and trunk facing forward. Keep the arms extended. Feel the energy running from the sternum across to the wrists. Breathing in, lift the side of the trunk, and as you breathe out, Utthita Trikonasana on the left. Feel the expansiveness of the chest. Extend the arms. Turn the navel and sternum to face forward. And now find your breath. Feel the energy running up the legs, horizontally across the spine and into your arms. Take a few breaths in. Resting on all four corners of the front foot and the outer edge of the back foot. Breathe in to come up. Keep the arms extended and descend into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 by bending the front knee and look past the middle finger of the front hand. Keep the spine erect and descend the hips. And release into Utthita Parsvakonasana by releasing your elbow onto the knee. Feel the full extension from the back leg all the way into the wrist of the top hand. Rotate the trunk forward and a few gentle breaths here as well. Up. Turn your feet to face forward. Raise up the arms as you breathe in. A full stretch, and as you breathe out, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Release your fingertips up to the mat and release the head. Here again, focus on just the breath. The softness of the abdomen and the quietness, brain and the mind. Toe heel, walk your legs together so that the hip width apart. Keep your fingertips down and release the head. Place your hands on your hips, breathe in to the side and come to sit on your mat once again. Take your knees as wide as the mat. Just back on your heels. Place your fingertips in front of the knees. Body. And in this pose, find your breath. Forward, spread your palms. So we're not rushing this pose. Middle fingers facing forward. Press your palms. Sit back and look up. slight concave action of the back. And now release your elbows onto the floor. Take head support if you need. And release your forehead onto the floor. Feel the softness of the abdomen and the quietness of the brain and the mind as you release the forehead to the floor. Palms spread. Focus on just the exhalation. Come onto your knees. Bring your knees in as wide as the hips. Spread your fingers, spread your palms, tuck the toes under. And a gentle stretch into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the hips, with the front thigh to the back thigh, release the head and neck. Place even weight on both your feet and both your palms. Again, and release into child's pose. Hands back. And come to lie, flatten your back. Keep your knees up and your feet flat on the floor. Draw your heels in towards the buttock and shift the weight of the body onto your shoulders. You want to stand on your feet and your shoulders equally. Soften the abdomen. And as you breathe in, press up the feet and lift the hips away, creating a gentle arch with the spine and come into Chatushpadasana. Breathe out and release. One more time, breathe in and lift. You can choose to hold your heels if you can, or your ankles, or interlace your fingers together and lift. Out and release. Softness of the abdomen. And one more time, breathe in and lift your hips. Breathe out and release. Keep your knees up and the feet flat on the floor and feel the lumbar spine, your hips and the abdomen settle onto the floor. Both hands draw both knees towards the chest. Once again, feeling the softness of the abdomen and straighten your legs. Feel the softness of the abdomen. Roll out the thighs to the side. Roll out your shins to the side. Focus on the softness of the abdomen. Release the shoulders to the floor. Focus more on the exhalation rather than the inhalation. Hands on the abdomen. Feel the softness and the spread of the abdomen. Raise up your knees one by one, keeping your feet flat on the floor. Raise up your right arm all the way past the right. Roll over onto the right hand side. And press to come to sit. In a comfortable posture, lift the sides of the trunk and sit quietly. Find your pose, pencil your pose, and feel the softness on the inside. Focus on just the breath. Observe the breath. Softness of the abdomen. Slow, deep breathing. And out, release your chin to the chest. Release your hands and open your eyes. You're joining us this morning. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will meet on Monday.